Good morning, Britain. A big news day. Just got 7 o'clock. Here's Charlotte Hawkins with the headlines.
Thanks very much, Ross. Thanks very much.
A lot of reaction to some of the things earlier. This guy says, enjoying the show, please. I have to say, your jacket was stretched when you just tried to do the centre button up. It was. Schoolboy error. Never, ever do something on live TV if you're not quite sure how it's going to play out. Went for the big show-off.
Yeah. So, now we're looking for a new button.
Should have had the other jacket. Anyway, there we go.
Still ahead on Good Morning Britain, a stunning act.
Incredible story, that. And amid all the kind of toxicity and misery and anger building up, just a wonderful moment of humanity.
And grace.
Sportsmanship, and good grace and dignity and selflessness.
And we need more of that,
yeah.
frankly.
All those things we had, do you remember, back in March, April, we were all being good to each other. Why don't we go back to those days? They were nice. Let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment. Waning. People are very confused about what the strategy is right now. People look at what's happened with the virus, hugely supportive of the measures in the most part, and of course the first lockdown, almost universal support, give or take the odd Dominic Cummings moment. But I think right now people think if you're not going to eradicate the virus altogether, perhaps there is a way with social distancing, with masks, with protecting the vulnerable, that we try and live alongside it, which is hugely difficult, challenging, obviously very risky for a number of people. But I think I'm getting the impression from Twitter, 71% saying no. Andrew, for instance, keep businesses open, but restrict the number of shoppers. Papa Beat says the problem is the government, the way it was dealt with initially. Becky says, could the country afford it? Gareth says it would be bad, not only for the economy, but for other health issues that seem to have been forgotten about, like cancer. Sarah says, without jobs in an economy, there will be no taxes to pay for the NHS, which is what we're trying to relieve the pressure on. Ryan, absolutely no way this will just delay the virus. Surely people have learned this from the first lockdown.
There are lots of people also saying, if we need to do it, we need to do it. Ollie on Twitter, if the science says we should do it, then we should. The impact on the economy is massive, but the impact on losing lives even bigger. Better to get a second lockdown out of the way and done than wait. Jason on Twitter, yes, if the NHS is going to get overrun or there's an increase in deaths, the key is having a government with a clear and straightforward strategy. I think we all agree with that. Stephanie on Twitter, if it helps get rid of COVID and protects our doctors and nurses, then yes. Catherine, local lockdowns, yes, but not national if it's not affecting your area. So a lot of people very concerned about this. I think we should all agree. Nobody wants a national lockdown. Nobody wanted it last time. We all knew it was a very weird and, pretty catastrophic instrument to deal with this. Last time we didn't know anything about this virus. There was a lot of panic and fear and worry. This time we know a little bit more about it. And the question is, given the advanced knowledge we now have, should we even consider going back to what we did back in March, April? Well, we're going to have this debate throughout this show. But let's start. I think Andrew and Kevin, have we got joining us?
In just a moment. We know that at 11 o'clock, we get the two scientists, the chief scientific advisor, the chief medical advisor. They are going to be doing a national briefing just under 4 hours' time. And we are asking, could that include a second national lockdown? Debating that after 8 o'clock this morning, you're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. Speaking to Andrew and Kevin after this.